commanding the police, I told him, you have been today. In fact, I told him, you know what, you are going to be our IGP when we take over power. Yes. So Chigandongo was good, but we had now to proceed to Chenkwanzi. And when we reached a place called Mijera, it was already late, it was time for curfew. We thought that we would put up there and then in the morning proceed to the other place. However, the police denied us entry into the place. We had booked a hotel, which they stopped us from entering. Proceed to Chenkwanzi. I have one point to make here, to say that in Uganda, those days long time ago, Uganda used to have inland flights. Inland flights. I asked the policeman who was stopping us from passing through Masindi, because we previously wanted to pass through Masindi or Hoima in order to access Chenkwanzi. But they said, you can't pass here. Then I asked them, if you didn't want us to use roads, why did your government kill all those facilities that were there a long time ago? Because if there had been an aeroplane, we would fly and get to Chenkwanzi. But because we had to use roads, we are denied using roads, we are denied using, I don't know what else they want us to use. So, however, the following day, the principal and the team went to Chenkwanzi. I was not able to reach Chenkwanzi, but there is one big whom they have never seen, because I think the whole idea of in Western Uganda, all of you who have been in support with us, to look at your candidates, to hear your candidates, to talk to your candidates, and then be able to make a right decision. So I want to encourage all of you that despite tear gas, by the way, this tear gas I think is expired, because the kind they gave us in Masindi, in Mijere, in Mijera, if you hear wherever it is, please try to go there. The law says that we take 200 people, and of course, as you very well know, that is impossible. That's not campaign. I mean, we don't even know the people out there whom we should give cards to make 200 people. But you stand by the road. The principal will be there to wave to you, and you'll hear from him, like in this. Nyenda kubanza kubasima ahabwa support ningashi obuhagizo butwine omu Western Uganda. Nangwa na Mnonga, omuri Mbarara, omuri Kiruhura, aho muzeyi yarukurga naha seriyeye omuri Nshwere ahakurga obuhagizi tubwine. Nyenda kubahereza amani kugira ngo mugumizemu amani, mugire obuhagizi ahabwo kuba ngo wamurugomu mbwenu ngira ngo abantu mwena abokurro rumyo muyimuke tuhagire cyagurani ahabwe kuba nuwe assurance. He's the new figure tureto burwi nabwo kwecho mutatina ejo ni intimidation mutagira ubwoba uko no kubatina tinsa abo kuba Uganda yimu kwenda nitwe niyo twenda ni yabanya Uganda bashemirire ku bantu baturamu Uganda eyine bintu nimba ningambira abantu noreba za bus company konke bintu byona government kabikwata yabitwara bwayo yabicwekereza rero ntuturaho mpa mbwene njera ngo twayenzire Uganda netandika kutandikana itwe. It must begin with you, then it moves to the next person. Mbwene muyimuke chege gwa tukagira okwatwa za Kagadi batuzibira nangwa Kagadi kabonera konka zabundu buryo batuzibira kwikacayi za Hoima batukinjirana twaguma rwagati n'utunywati ya gasi konka koko kunkubagambira ayi rero tugira obusinguzi mu Western region twagera harari rero harari atusya birungi ebyo biturukwendo mu Uganda yitu.
Thank you very much, Honorable Jolly Mujisha. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue to thank you. Indeed, it has been massive. I celebrate you, two powerful ladies. Of course, we salute our two other Deputy Presidents, the Honorable John Baptist Nabeshe, supported by Ugandans living here and abroad. And so this note that I want to thank the Ugandans in the diaspora. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for taking a risk with us. We know fighting a dictatorship is a risk, but thank you for believing in us. We can only promise you our advanced teams, the activists that are risking it with us every day that are getting beaten. Friends, you are the real revolutionaries. I want to condemn in the strongest terms the violence that was unleashed by the regime. You see, the Museveni regime has always prided in violence. They even call themselves the masters of violence. And indeed, they try as much as possible to send so much fear that he's the one that ordered for the murder of Yasin Kauma and my own murder, only that God saved my life. President Museveni just considered, he said he heard that there were protests, but he knew that he would send the army to sort them out. And indeed, he sent the army to sort them out. Some of the soldiers were in uniform, while others were not in uniform, as we all saw. And they killed, to the estimate of 100 unarmed civilians, young men and women, murdered in cold blood by the people that are paid to protect them. I was in Luwero yesterday, and I met a lady and a gentleman. These people were my age, and they were crying because a police officer, apparently the DPC of Luwero, a one Tukundane, was reported to have shot their 14-year-old son. His name was Arnold Walusimbi. That is one of the many people that get killed. A few of them we get to know, the likes of Yasin Kauma, the likes of Dan Chene, the likes of Rita and Nabukenya, and all. But we condemn the murder of innocent civilians, and we tell you, people that are holding guns, that you better behave well, because you are not going to be in those positions forever. We continue to call upon you, Ugandans, this brutal dictatorship that is determined to take the lives of innocent civilians in cold blood. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to reiterate that ours is a message of freedom. Ours is a message of redemption. Ours of the regime project us as violence, so that they can be able to unleash violence towards us, since it's the only thing they know. President Museveni cannot argue with us. President Museveni cannot make any point. He cannot explain his failed 35 years of administering Uganda. Now what they do is tell lies. Either they will say that we are being funded by foreigners to demand for our freedom and equal rights and justice, or they will call us tribalists. So it's on that note that I also want to take time to condemn tribalism, the reverse tribalism that is being practiced by President Museveni. I've said it time and again that we have moved in all DPCs are actually coming from the same region. This person called Museveni therefore loses all moral authority to talk about tribalism, because he is actually practicing tribalism, and he is oppressing the people that are condemning tribalism. So we continue to condemn tribalism, we continue to condemn tribal talk, we continue to condemn segregation in our country, Uganda. The reason why they call us the National Unity Platform is that we believe in national unity. We believe in being a country that offers equal opportunity and equal rights to all Ugandans. We understand that people have been besieged. The nation has been besieged. Recently, when we were in Luwero, actually yesterday, we reached the town and it was like a ghost town. And we learned that the military and the police had been moving with loudspeakers the previous night, announcing a daytime curfew in Nakasongola, in Luwero, and in Nakaseke. And indeed, when we reached those towns, we found them like army garrisons, mean-looking military men wielding AK-47s, beating up people and forcing them to close their businesses on a Monday, beating up citizens and forcing them out of town, forcing them to lock themselves in the houses on a Monday, daytime, 11 o'clock, midnight. It was a Saturday. So it is really, 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 really appalling to see the national military behaving like this. We were also informed that border riders were actually warned that anybody who would be caught riding a border, it would be confiscated and they would have to come up with 500,000 shillings to get their borders back. But to the people of Luwero, the people of Nakaseke, the people of Nakasongola, and indeed the greater Luwero Triangle, we salute you for your resolve. We salute you for your bravery. You walked almost 10 miles away from Luwero town to come in huge numbers to come and listen to our message of liberation. We don't take that for granted. You continue to communicate back to us that indeed what we've been telling you all along, it sank. You continue to prove to us that we are not wrong. You continue to prove to us that we are not alone. We are all in the same struggle. Thank you for embracing this struggle. Thank you for giving us confidence. Now, before I even update you on our next move, I want to once again take this opportunity to tell the people of Uganda that the reason why we are seeking office is not just to be president. It's not just to remove President Museveni. We have experienced leaders, just like the ones sitting here with me, and the ones that are out there. Many of them are in the public life, and many of them are not. Our agenda, in brief, is a people-centered government. It's a government that serves the people. It is servant leadership that we're looking at. For the first time, we want to empower Ugandans to make their voices reign supreme, to make them own their country, to make them the owners of Uganda, and yes, to reduce the leaders to servants, because that is what the law says. All power belongs to the people. So the people of Uganda should be the bosses and their leaders should be the servants, but not the other way around. Not a situation where a president like Museveni will come and say, I am not your servant. So that is number one on our agenda. And if you vote for me, if you vote for us as a National Unity Platform, you will be getting servants as leaders, not bosses as leaders. Secondly, we want to ensure equal access to quality education and quality health care. This is why we have a wide program for our education system, the 4As, etc. We have a wide program for our healthcare system, which has been planned not only in Uganda, but it was confirmed by the Maputo Protocol and confirmed by the Abuja Declaration that at least 15% will go to our healthcare, and then ensure that we supervise it, not take the shame of having 18 women die every day giving birth, not having to take the shame of more than 300 children dying every day. That we can do, that we will do. And number three, we want an inclusive economic development. Not this business of President Museveni coming to TV and talking about GDP, talking about economic development, which is not translating down to the common person. This is only for the few, those rich and mighty, the powerful, the ones that hold power. We want all economic development to be owned by Ugandans. Have Uganda for Ugandans. Number 4, we are passionate about land, how it's being grabbed and how it can be protected, how it is being misused and how it can be best used. We are passionate about natural resources. The people of Uganda should own the natural resources of Uganda. The natural resources of Uganda should belong to the people of Uganda and should be to their benefit. Not this business of President Museveni coming and shamelessly saying, my oil. Not this business of being that the first family is the one that runs gold. I was in Kasanda, actually. I was in Kasanda, and I learned that President Museveni's brother, Sodo, has actually taken over the mines of the people of that place, reducing them to slaves in their own country. That must stop. That will stop. And of course, we want to improve our environment. We want to be a leadership that will focus on environmental protection. We are becoming a desert at the hands of our leaders. It is those in powerful positions that are leading the deforestation. We want to ensure, and I've said it before, I even said it on the previous rallies, that in my first year as president, I want to ensure that we have 5 million trees planted. By who? By the soldiers. We pay our soldiers. We've promised to pay, to raise the payment of our police officers. At least 1 million shillings, the first payment of a police officer. What do we expect from them? Not to beat or tear gas the citizens, but to ensure that they protect and serve the citizens, to defend and uphold the rights of the citizens of Uganda. Secondly, the military. We want to pay them well because these are the men and women that honorably are guarding our country or are supposed to be guarding our country. So after paying them well, what do we expect? I intend to see that the military is put to better and respectable use. We want the military to plant 5 million trees in the first year of the Kyagulanyi presidency, in the first year of the National Unity Platform administration. And number 5, we want to promote national security and international relations. We want to ensure that our security is inborn. You see, we've been taught in the past that peace is not only the absence of war, it is the presence of justice and, of course, freedom. People are on loggerheads with sister countries. You're not going to find us closing borders or having borders closed on us, because we shall respect the relationships that we share. It will not be about the president or the leader. It will be about the people of both these countries. Now, of course, we will encourage the same thing that the government does. When the government is promoting and for giving as much support as you can. As I said, we entirely depend on Ugandans here in Uganda and abroad. I want to salute the pledge with you, ladies and gentlemen, that all we can do is be as committed as possible. We continue to appeal to you for more assistance. I want to read to you the mobile money number that Airtel number is 0703 6363. Once again, I'll read it. It is 0703 6363. That is in the name of Daniel Oyerot. And the third one is an MTN number, which is 078733 6363. It is 078733 68. Allow me, before we sign out, to update you on our next programs. Our next programs, tomorrow we are coming to Wujikwe, we are coming to Rugazi, we are coming to Mukono, and then later we'll be coming to Kayunga, we'll be coming to Jinja, we'll be coming to Kamori. That will be on Monday. On Tuesday, we'll be coming to Namutumba, we'll be coming to Kaliro, and we'll be coming to Palisa, and all other parts of Uganda. We will be joining you. Mandela's God. You strike a woman, you strike a rock. The Honorable John Mujisha, Deputy President in charge of Western Uganda. Mwebale nnyo kutuwagira, mwebale nnyo kutwagala. Tujja kubanga tubategeeza nga tukomawo, will be every now and then coming to address you, to update you. You know we are blocked from mainstream media. In Masindi, in Hoima, who are not allowed to talk to you. In Kasese, who are blocked from talking on the radio station. In Hoima, we had even paid money, and we are even constantly blocked from even reaching out to you. So we will try as much as possible to use social media, and we request you, friends on social media, to try as much as possible to share our message. Right now, as I speak, President Museveni has dominated all mainstream media. He has literally ordered all media to broadcast his speech, to broadcast his lies, to broadcast his contradictions. It is only social media that we can use to reach out language, our
yes, thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you so much, the team. Thank you so much, those that are here present with us to ensure that we reach out to the world. Teamwork multiplies the results. Thank you, our Secretary General. Thank you, the food soldiers. Many of you are still in jail. Many of you are still prisoners of conscience. Ours is a message to liberate ourselves. We cannot thank you enough. Let us continue together. And especially today, for the Christians, it is the first Sunday of Lent. And the message today is about the closeness of the times. Let us remain awake. Let us remain alert. And let us continue to pray and be focused and await. And await the delivery of a new Uganda. It is very, very important. The delivery of a new Uganda is for all of us Ugandans. It is for all of us. So, I like it, we like it, we like the signs, the energies. We have prepared different units and brigades. The Red Termites, the Red Brigade, the Red Command. And red is a powerful color of martyrdom, of delivering freedom, of delivering a new promise, of moving with the acts of the apostles to the land of revelations. And for sure, time is on our side, the Lord is on our side, and you people from Karamoja, from where I saw you in prisons. Thank you. The team in Gulu, the team in Kidgumbe, everywhere. Apoyo matek, asante sana, webale munonga, alakara noi. Award 7, award 4, award 5.
Thank you. Thank you, Mama. Thank you. You see, when you're communicating, I also get captivated as well.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Very briefly, Mama, please give a vote of thanks as we conclude. And don't forget to communicate it also in Runyachitara.
I could begin with Runyachitara. Yes. Nyenda ku manyisa abanyayuganda mwena ahimura mwena abukumpurro mu rurimi orunkugambaho kugira ngo Uganda orukwenda kuzo mu Uganda ensya ayimuke ajoining struggle age abo twaba twena rahanga katukora ensemwe yatukora abanyayuganda nabwo ekyo muyimuke turwanira rihanga ryitu turwanira rubugabe bwitu abo ya gas kwe tekutora na mu Muganda tekutora na mu munyadino wendijo twena turi abantu bamwe twineshaga memwe interests zitu nk'abanya Uganda human rights nzimwe nambwene ntangaire kuriya ahari migera amaduka abantu kubazibira ngo mutakora umuduka mutaguza n'abantu cyo kunwanyo n'ecyo kuriya iwoine hotel business yawe uriya kabukinga mwene njangu mwena mwimuke turwanira rihanga geitu turwanira robugabe bwitu turwanira abana beitu ahabo kuba speed yitu roho twajigumamu yihanganiriza kucwekero mu rundu gumu kandi ekindi mbagira ngo obururu bwe twabutungire wakawe nko muntu nako kongesereza mwene hati ngira ngo ahizoba ryo kutera obururu noreba ebiro bateyire biro biki hati owekitini sa president akaba nkoryo musheje wo munyankore abashaija bakaraba abanyankore kuyabira yenda kwima abandi enyama akugira totagibaga atotajosi atotagiteka atkonkanyendo muchuzi mbwene hatiwe otagibaga otagiteka otajosi akonkanyendo muchuzi otazo mukaruru otagambira radio kuzayo batubinga otaza TV otarabo mucharo hatiwe bururu konkano yendo bururu mbwene njera ngwe ibare rebukire turupitera fuka hatu tumumanyire nimwe mwamumanyire mwena numumanya mbwene mwimucha hizo baryo kutera karuru mugende mutera karuru kandi oraheze kutera karuru agume wa mwanya obwo kaminjo munsi mbwene buri muzeire agambira omwana we buri mwana agambira omuzeire omunyabuzare agambire mutahi rero bwanyuma tuje tugiri hangarungi omukoko banza mu January kandi president wanje yabaraganisa ebintu byona ntuza kuba nkoriyo wo Baibe ubwentama erukubyama nempono kabyama necuncu Uganda neza kuterera abo kuba amashomero ngazagaruka mutindo abo kuba amarwaro ngazagaruka mutindo ebyahwerekerire byona cooperative society zitwe zafire niza kwimuka amataka ganyu nkabanyankore kwetara na ranche yo muntu omwe yayetwarire kandi obwe yabire ranche y'amanyankore ebi byona nibizagaruka omunteko rero bwanyuma Uganda yitegenda omumisho nyenda kubaraga kubasibura no kubagira ngo people power mukimanyisa amanu gabantu mbweni mwa amanu ganyu nugo gararete obushoborezo mu Uganda. Finally, in English, I want to say thank you very much. Thank you for supporting us, and we encourage you to continue supporting us where there is the freedom of speech, where there is freedom of interaction, where there is no dominance. Because I get surprised really when I find people saying that this is a tribal struggle, because like my president has rightly said, wherever you go, actually it's not only the police, but there are these young, tourish, dark young men who are commanding the police. They are not in police uniform. Wherever we have been, there is this mysterious, tourish young man who is commanding the police. In fact, I've been asking them that for you, you are here, you are telling the police, but you are not even in uniform. Who are you? So we want a Uganda where institutions work, where no young men come and start instructing police generals. Generals have no say in whatever they are supposed to do. They are being pushed by these young men. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mama Jolie. I am very, very happy that you pointed out those people, those young people who are always not in police uniform, but wielding guns, and they're the ones giving orders to the RPCs, to the DPCs, that paints further how much the Museveni regime has. Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude, I want to once again send our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families. It is very unfortunate that those people were killed. I want to tell you once again that your children were killed on the orders of General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. He said it yesterday, and we are very happy that words escape him. Otherwise, if he was still the other Museveni who was still in control of himself, he would still be able to lie about. But now, even biology cannot allow him lie. He will find out children. I don't know what you're going to compensate to this young lady who had her son at age 15, who has suffered with her son, brought her up, and she's looking forward to a new Uganda, and you murder her son, and you say you're going to compensate her, just like you sent Catherine Kusasira to pay the parents of the late Yasin Kauma after your people killed him deliberately. That is wrong. We don't want to be killed and our families paid. We want to live and have a chance to be. Museveni is so aware that the NRM politicians are gathering around towns as he pays people to put on yellow uniform and go to towns. He is blocking us from accessing towns. You are blocking us from even using the main roads. That is our money that made those roads. That is not your money. Those are not your roads. Those roads belong to us as Ugandans. And we have the same rights as you have, Mr. President. Please to call upon all Ugandans to come up in large numbers and vote. If you did not have the reason to vote, at least make this reason to vote. Please come out and vote as a protest. Please come out and vote to pay for the lives of these children. We don't fight violence with violence. We are going to use our most potent weapon, and that is our vote. So please come out and vote. If you have a sick person or an elderly person, encourage them at the polling stations. Come out and vote. I will be on the ballot paper under my name is Chagulanyi Sentamu Robert with the symbol of an umbrella. And please vote for all National Unity Platform candidates on the 14th of January. After voting, don't leave the polling station. Make sure you got our vote. We are winning, friends. We are winning. Museveni is on his way out. And so, let us keep pushing hard. All signs show this is a person that used to convince people. He used to use the word siyasa. He does not use it anymore. He used to call Luweero triangle his maker. You saw what happened, what the people of Luweero were saying. So we call upon you, President Museveni, to respect the voices of the people of Uganda. You have a chance to keep your legacy and mend it. But again, you have a chance to end up like Gaddafi or Mugabe or all these dictators that have come before you. The choice is yours, grandfather. We respect you, and we'd rather that you also respect that position that you're holding. And very finally, I want to encourage all our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Please continue taking part in the diaspora activities. Come out, because your countries are not as brutal as ours. Show solidarity with the people of Uganda. Take part in the fundraising activities. Take part in the Zoom interactions. Together, we can liberate Uganda. I thank you, Mama Alina Zedriga, the doctor. I thank you, the Honorable Joel Mugisha. I thank you, the people of Uganda, for God and our country. When the struggle is over, we shall wear the victor's crown. We shall wear the victor's crown. We shall wear the victor's crown. When the struggle is over, we shall wear the in a new you.
Our future deserves a people-centered government and leadership. Our future deserves equal access to education and health services. Our future deserves inclusive economic development. Our future deserves strategic and stable international relations with our neighbors. Our future deserves protection of our land and natural resources from thieves and dictators. Our future deserves a national security that protects the citizens as opposed to that which maims them. Our future deserves us. You and I have a responsibility to protect and secure our future. Our future deserves Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, our generational leader. Vote Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert as your president 2021-2026. Vote the umbrella for a new Uganda.